Last time on the Wonder Reviews, Matt had to review an online anime series for the first time on his channel, which was Battle for Dream Island. He ended up liking the series as a whole, and in keeping the spirit of the show and making things interesting, he decided to put in a voting system where the viewers and commenters cast their vote for the next object show topic. The problem is, the first ever voting ended with a tie for both the top 21 Battle for Dream Island contestants and the Inanimate Insanity review. After careful thinking, he decided to do both. He did the top 21 list because it was the first topic to receive the first ever vote. Now that he got that list out of the way and Halloween's finally over, he can now talk about the other popular object show. And that's what you missed on The Wonder Reviews. Greetings, party hats and pizzas. This is Matt Patrick, and this is the Golden Rose Awards. In honor of receiving at least 500 subscribers on my channel, I decided to put up a quick award show for all my 2020 videos. Here comes last year's champion.
It has been an honor hosting this award show for celebrating Halloween last year and making fun of Barney. Now before we announce the nominations, let's give a big hand to the honorable videos. My Dad Gets Simpsonized, the top 10 animated competitions, and the Disney College Program Tribute.
You still feeling strong? I know you really like that program.
Oh yeah, I'm okay, no problem. Can I borrow you for a minute? Okay, I'm back. What did I miss?
Okay, the 6 Wonder Reviews nominees are Total Dramarama, Green Eggs and Ham, Skylanders Academy Season 1, The Mighty Kong, Battle for Dream Island, and My Life as a Zucchini. And the winner for this year is the Battle for Dream Island review.
Wow!
Thank you, everyone. Here's a token of my gratitude.
Wait a minute, where's your golden rose?
I'm a fat slob, so I ate it.
But it was a rose covered in gold paint. How can you not die from that?
Anyways, here's another award for you, Mad Patrick.
Ow! Your thing pushed the glass into my eye. Ugh. Huh? Oh yeah, I was just about to talk about that. Ever since the success of Battle for Dream Island, other YouTubers decided to take some inspiration from the show, rather it be creating their own object characters and even their reality game show. Among all of them, Inanimate Insanity is one of the few web shows to capture the success of BFDI. Created by Adam Cass, he did some collabs with Battle for Dream Island in voice acting Nick Gold in the series, and later crafted his own object show in 2011 on his channel, Animation Epic. And out of all the object shows, it became popular as Battle for Dream Island. Welcome to another...
But Mad Patrick, Inanimate Insanity Season 2 is not finished yet. You're going through the same contradiction you had on your Battle for Dream Island review. Patrick?
No, you're right. As a reviewer, I must accept constructive feedback like most creators, movie directors, and politicians should. So, to balance things out, I like to invoke the My Bad clause. My bad. I knew I would need the rules may be subject to change fine print in case of emergencies. So I'm going to add an additional rule to number 3. If I'm ever going to review an online anime series, it must have at least one completed season. And since II has already finished one, permission granted. Welcome to another episode of the Wonder Reviews. Grab a chair and some cookies because this is an object show that's really going for it. This is Inanimate Insanity. So like the other one, a bunch of objects compete against each other to win the grand prize, which in this case is $1 million. In order to win, they had to win some challenges and avoid getting voted off from both the other contestants and the viewers. This one is mostly pretty good in terms of structure, but like the first season of Battle for Dream Island, it did have its flaws. In terms of the animation, the backgrounds are not very good, even with some of the additional areas like the cliffside, the desert, or the elimination area which they called Idiotic Island. Even the early episodes didn't look that appealing. While the objects do look fine and try not to duplicate the BFDI characters with personalities and traits, you already notice how their mouths are upside down whenever they don't smile. It just breaks the illusion that these objects have limbs and a face. And there are a few challenges that were tedious, like stacking golf balls or a slingshot competition. The only thing that stands out to me in the early episodes is the first episode where Animation Epic somehow got Chris McLean's voice actor Christian Batenza to voice MePhone 4.
So, it's time for their first challenge.
I didn't edit that in. That is Chris's voice as MePhone before he was replaced by a different actor in the next episode. Thankfully, as the series continues, it updates the animation and even characters to get the audience invested in what's to come. Like I said before, the designs of the original characters are pretty good, and they soon got the mouths right, and the movements are fluent as Battle for Dream Island. For the rest of the episodes, the challenges do get better after Apple joins the game as a recommended character, and that's where things start to get interesting. The later challenges are more intense, like crossing a quicksand, baton racing, wrestling, and a few others. The humor is also pretty good. Some are a bit mixed, like the fake ads, but some like the Walmart jokes, facial expressions, and Marshmallow's physics are pretty funny. I especially love in their first anniversary episode, they made fun of the first episode of the series, showing that they know way back then it was cheap looking, so they'll play around with it.
Why is my tongue on the top of my mouth?
This is hideous. Bo and Apple are gone. This place looks like a giant crayon drawing.
That's like me if I make fun of my own videos. For it's been said, ghouls can't smell fear. I don't know why I came up with that finale. If there's one thing it has over Dream Island is that they do give these characters some arcs earlier in the first season. There are a few characters like Pickle, Lightbulb, Nickel, Bomb, and Bo that have their own likable goofy charms. There's OJ who's having trouble trusting others in his alliance. There's a good rivalry between Marshmallow and Apple, and Taco is the wild card of the entire cast. You never know if she's the Rocky of the group, but then suddenly a shocking development pops out which raises a lot of questions on who she really is. And then there's Paper, which by the way, this is the only elimination I'm going to spoil. After he rejoined the game, he suffered a split personality ever since he got voted off first, and now he has a goal to confront his alter ego. I thought they handled it better than how Total Drama All-Stars did it. I also give credit to Season 1 on giving out a commentary on moving to the next generation, where they come across another MePhone, except it's a slight upgrade to the original, and it has a good Arnold Schwarzenegger impression.
I have cookies. Put that cookie down!
The only contestants I didn't get into in Season 1 are either underwhelming or copy elements from both TDI and BFDI. Like Knife and Balloon are the bullies of the cast, Salt and Pepper are the Katie and Sadie and Pencil and Match of the group. By the way, is anyone getting tired of these duo contestants? Baseball is forgettable, and Paintbrush goes through the running jokes over asking a question or raising questions if Paintbrush is a boy or a girl. It really is debatable which Season 1 object show is the best, I or Dream Island, but I gotta say, I had a blast on watching Season 2. Remember how I praised the other BFDI seasons, especially BFB, for its unbelievable animation? Well, I'm doing the same for Inanimate Insanity 2. With the animation, it's a lot more colorful and full of life, giving it a Mario Brothers level flair to it on the trees and mountains. It even introduces us to new places like the MePhone Factory, the hotel, the spooky mansion, and the caverns. For the Season 2 characters, they brought some of your favorite characters and added some new ones. But the best thing about the old ones, whether you like them or not in Season 1, most of them are now lovable. Lightbulb is still the comic relief, but she can prove she can lead her team and friends by thinking outside the box, even if her plans can cause some mishaps. Knife went from being a bully to a jerk that shows empathy towards others. Even Paintbrush gets a lot of character, especially with Lightbulb, and they finally answer Paintbrush's gender. And Marshmallow and Apple went from enemies to best friends. Baseball is given more screen time than he did in Season 1, and is trying his best to keep his alliance with Nickel and Suitcase together. But then there's Balloon, the most memorable Season 1 character of Season 2. He wants to be given a second chance, but he keeps getting the cold shoulder over how he behaved last time. It turns out in this one, we see Balloon on what he really is, and why he played a character last time. The only character that got a downgrade is Nickel, because he's more of a manipulated player towards Balloon, his team, and even his own alliance.
As for the new characters, most of them are memorable as the old cast, while the others you can easily guess who's not going to win. For example, you have Cheesy, who always slaps his knee whenever he tells a bad pun. There's Tissues, who constantly sneezes because of his condition. And Trophy is the jock whose role is to replace Knight from Season 1. Oh, by the way, I like Toilet and Meatpad as Meatphone's assistants. Someone like Ying Yang and the Cherries are unique because they're both jointed characters. Soap is a neat freak, but still tries to keep her cool. Tetsu is the scientist that crafts new inventions, and I especially love that they put in a regular box as a contestant even though it doesn't move or talk.
Wow, you're really good at this non-interacting thing. How do you pull it off?
I have learned a lot from my master and his imagination.
There are 3 new characters who got the most development. Finn is a fan of Inanimate Insanity, but he tries to overcome his anxieties over everything around him is changing, including the show, and when he looks over this alien egg he found on Mars. Microphone has an annoying echo sound effect that malfunctions, but she wants to prove to others that she is a player and not a comic relief. I would explain more about her development, but that would be a major spoiler of what's gonna happen. And my personal favorite Season 2 contestant, Suitcase. Her character arc is that she's under so much pressure and stress over the decisions and choices she and even her alliance make. But what I was surprised is that Meatphone is a 3-dimensional game show host. As Season 2 progresses, it goes deep into his past when he was created in the Meatphone factory and explains how II was created, how he attained these app powers, and what sort of relationship he has with the factory and his creator. Another thing that stands out are the new challenges, where they not only up the visuals and gameplay, but update their voting system. It's not just voting on their official website, it's when the audience vote off a contestant in the first half of the season, and later vote on the next challenge at the second half, leaving the remaining objects to vote each other off.
And just like BFB, the show has its own original music and even some musical numbers, and they're actually catchy. So there was definitely a lot of competition on II, and I really liked it.
Inanimate Insanity is an object show that knows exactly what made Battle for Dream Island a successful web series with some fun challenges, nice animation, and some memorable characters. You already know I recommend this to fans of Battle for Dream Island and those other object shows. And if you want to know, I think Inanimate Insanity is the best object show of all time. I'm still going to enjoy Dream Island with its past, present, and future episodes. It's just that II made me feel pumped up about what's going to happen. It's not about who did it first or what's the next generation. What matters is you make the best of it. For the first season, it did have some flaws, but I enjoyed it nonetheless. I give it a B. But I had a great time watching Season 2, or what it has so far. For now, I'm giving it an A-. It was this close to making it to the A rank, but the whole series gets a B+.
Oh, the show's finally over. Time for me to make my clothing argument. Thank you. I'd like to give a shout out to all of my 2020 reviews of what they achieved so far, and for washing their hands and their own thumbnails. All I can say is, I'm Mad Hair Patrick, and once again, we're doing another voting. So let me officially introduce to you a new installment to the channel, which I like to call a Curious Vote. This time, we are not voting on another object show topic.
Why not?
Because Christmas is around the corner this year, and I'm letting you guys decide which Christmas topic you would like me to talk about. Vote in the comments using the letter and square bracket on what special Christmas review you would like me to talk about. Type A for the 25 commercials of Christmas, B the top 12 Cartoon Network Christmas specials, C the 25 cartoon episodes of Christmas, or D the top 10 Wars animated Christmas specials. Voting ends November 14, 2020 before midnight. Whichever topic gets the most votes will be released on the first week of December 2020. But if we get a tie like last time, we will find a way to break it. So remember to vote before it's too late. I'll do a top 10 Inanimate Insanity contestants after Season 2 is over.
Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed this, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe me for a new review and other project every week. I'll see you soon.